about Tai Chi. And I like to impart this energy to people in the hope that, with the hope that they will engage in this practice, because it's really terrific, both for your spirit, for your mind, and your body. Okay, and you know, I'm sure most of you already know that Tai Chi is a mind-body experience, kind of like yoga, and it's also known as a moving a form of meditation. I don't know how many of you, I suspect many of you do meditate, or you wouldn't be watching this. But you know, usually in meditation you sit, and the instruction that you get, and sometimes if you don't do it right, someone will come along and bop you on the back of the head with a stick if you're in a Zen monastery. The instruction you get is to empty the mind. Well, that's really hard to do. I think it's really almost impossible for us, especially in the Western world, to empty the mind, because the mind has a mind of its own, and it likes to jump around like a monkey, and from one topic to another, and it's difficult to control. But in Tai Chi, it's actually simplified. The rule in Tai Chi isn't to empty the mind. The rule in Tai Chi is just to simply apply your mind to the movements, to focus your mind on the movements, and in doing so, it will induce a state of euphoria, hopefully, in the extreme, but almost inevitably, a state of relaxation. So Tai Chi is great for not only exercise, but, and of course, it's a formidable form of self-defense, but it's also a terrific form of meditation. So today we're going to start out with some Qigong exercises. Many of you probably heard of Qigong and Tai Chi. Many of you have probably done Qigong, and even if you haven't done Tai Chi, Qigong is very popular. It's very popular because you don't have to memorize an order of forms. You know, Qigong is done as a series of individual exercises without adhering to a particular format. Qigong is the mother of Tai Chi. Qigong is ancient. There's some evidence that Qigong was actually performed, practiced in as far back as Stone Age times. And back then, they thought if you did it diligently, that it would impart immortality. Well, I don't know about that, but I think if you do it diligently, it'll probably help you live longer. Let me just go ahead and pin myself here and see what's going on here. So we have a good group of people. All right, so can everybody hear me clearly? Good, everybody can see me clearly, great. So Qigong, the movements of Tai Chi derive from Qigong. So if you've done Tai Chi, I'm sorry, if you've done Qigong, you want to learn Tai Chi, it's actually easier. But the rules are slightly different. In Qigong means energy work, and in Qigong, breathing, the breath is a very important part of the exercise. In Tai Chi, you don't think about your breathing because it comes naturally. The movements will lead the breath. However, in Qigong, the breath leads the movements. So you have to really pay attention to your breath. And so in a way, it's a more focused form of meditation than Tai Chi. Because even paying attention to your breath, mentally paying attention to your breath is really not that easy to do. Well, it sounds easy, but it really isn't that easy to do. And most people forget about breathing and they hold their breath, and that's not a good thing. So, in Qigong, the breath leads the movements of the form. All right. So then we're going to do the first 12 forms or movements of the Sun style Tai Chi system in the demo. I'm going to lead it, and we're all going to do it together. Usually takes about 6 to 12 weeks or 6 to 12 sessions to learn it. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it slowly. We may even do it twice. And all you need to do is just follow my movements. We're going to do it in the sitting position. And all you have to do is remember two things. And these are the two most important things to remember in Tai Chi and A little bit of history. Tai Chi, there are 4 styles of Tai Chi. Chen style, Yang style, Wu style, and Sun style, which is what we're going to practice today. Chen style is the oldest form. It originated basically as a martial art, as a way for poor people who lived in villages to protect themselves against people that were trying to steal potatoes out of their wagon, you know, or things like that. So they, in those days, there were laws against having weapons, and so they learned how to use their bodies and their hands and their feet. Chen style is a difficult style to do because it's very martially oriented. It's still practiced today, but it's not as popular. Yang style evolved from Chen style as Tai Chi started to become drifted out of the Chen villages, and it started to become more popular, drifted into the cities, and to make it easier for the average person to do, it became softened. And so the yang became softened with more yin. And so a yang style is more balanced in terms of yin and yang, which is a good thing, I think. The Wu style isn't practiced very much. I can't speak much about it because I don't know that much about it. But what we're going to be doing today is Sun style. And a little bit about the background of Sun style is quite interesting. It's the newest style. And it came out around the turn of, Yang style came out around the turn of the 19th century, early 1800s. Sun style actually originated around the beginning of the 20th century. And it was introduced by a man by the name of Sun Lutang. And Sun Lutang was a prodigious Tai Chi fighter. And he was accomplished in teacher in all the other Tai Chi forms. And being so accomplished, he decided to combine all the best aspects of these different forms combined with his personality to create this new style called Sun style. And interestingly enough, Sun style is a very powerful form for self-defense. But on the other hand, it's the softest form, which is really part, I think, speaks to the principle of Tai Chi, which is soft defeats hard. So in Tai Chi fighting, the idea is to yield, and it's based on the system of non-resistance and yielding, and using the other person's energy to defeat themselves. Okay, so where I want to go from here is talk a little bit about the essence of Tai Chi, which is encompassed in a set of principles known as the Three Harmonies. So has anyone heard of the Three Harmonies? Kind of looking around. If you have, do this. So the Three Harmonies is a really very interesting set of principles. It's based on, the Three Harmonies are basically the spirit, which is called Shen in Chinese, the mind, which is called Yi, and the body, which is exemplified by, or I guess by the concept of the energy. So when we think of the spirit or Shen, we think of it in terms of emotional aspects. When we think of the mind, which is translated as Yi in Chinese, and Yi also means intention. And so if you think about the mind, the job the mind does is to create intentions, right? And then the body carries out that intention, the intentions that are generated by the mind, and in the form of some kind of energy. And finally, what's the product of all of this is power, strength, or force that's generated, right? So the Three Harmonies are as follows. The spirit guides the mind to form intentions. The mind instructs the body to generate the energy. And the third harmony is then the body carries out the energy in the form of power, force, and strength. And those three harmonies have to be in sync for the Tai Chi system to fully realize itself. So to get the most out of Tai Chi, we have to integrate um, and develop a synergy between the mind, the spirit, the mind, and the body. And so I think that's pretty interesting, and that really, in my mind, um, speaks to the true essence of Tai Chi. So again, the rules are to relax and go slow. And so now we're going to start our Qigong. In the remaining time, we're going to do Qigong, and as a way of warming up. And so what we're going to do is get into this Tai Chi posture. We're going to sit up straight. I assume we're all standing. You can sitting. We can do this standing. The rules are the same. So we're all sitting up straight, and in sitting up straight, we're raising our crown. And it's said that Chinese proverb: if you raise the crown, you raise the spirit. So we raise the crown, and in a way to help do that is to simply tuck your chin in, right? So if you sit up straight, if you just sit up and tuck your chin in, automatically you'll raise your crown. All right, so that's a little trick you can use to remember to do that. At the same time, we want to relax our shoulders. A lot of people carry tension in their shoulders, and they tend to do this. If you do this, your breathing will tend to be constricted, right? So let's relax our shoulders. And to help with that, what we're going to do is we're going to roll the shoulders forward. This may not be good posture if you're in the military, because we're told to stand up straight with the shoulders back and this kind of thing and follow orders. But in Tai Chi, you want to be totally relaxed. So we drop the shoulders, round the shoulders forward, which hollows the chest. And just put your hands on your knees for now. You can either do that or you can put your hands at your side. So now that we're in this relaxed position, let's take a few deep breaths. We want our breathing to be full but relaxed. And now pay attention to your form, to your movements. We're going to raise our hands gently with the fingers pointing down. Breathing in. We roll the hands over, fingers pointing out, push down. To the laps, breathe out. So the rule here is when you expand or come up, stretch, you breathe in. And as you relax and contract, you breathe out. So let's do this one more time. Coming up, breathing in. Rolling the palms over, pushing down, breathing out. Now let's bring our arms out to the sides, the palms facing up, and imagine that you're pulling up a big ball of energy from the earth. As we breathe in, we're stretching, right? We come up overhead, turn the palms facing down, we breathe out, and we pull down energy from the heavens, relaxing the shoulders, tucking the chin in, pushing down, collecting some of this energy in the belly, which is called the dantian. It's kind of a magic area in Tai Chi where we collect energy. It's also the center of gravity of the human body. One more time, sweeping up, scooping energy up, pulling energy down, right down to the lap, drawing some of that energy inside of us, metaphorically speaking, and just relaxing. Now coming up again, arms outstretched. Now turn the palms facing in and pull in. Breathing out, breathing in, sorry. We're stretching, breathing in. As we turn the palms facing out, let's breathe out as we push out, relax. Now let's form a ball between the hands. Ball is about the size between our shoulders, in front of our chest. Open the ball, it's an energy ball, and close it. Imagine that we're pulling in, out, breathing in against a gentle resistance, as if we're in a swimming pool or something like that. And then we exhale and push in a gentle resistance, imagining that we're collapsing this ball. Turn the palms facing in, push in, pull in, push out. Now open your hands up and reach back Arms stretched out straight, and try to touch your shoulder blades together. Breathing in, nice deep breath. Collapse. Arms outstretched, pulling in. Turn the palms facing your chest. Breathe in. Slowly breathe out as we push out straight. Palms facing out. Open up and extend all the way. Breathing in and out. A couple more times. Out. Expand. Track. Come down and relax. Bringing the hands up, holding a ball. Let the ball expand out. Press and contract the ball. Turn the palms in opposite directions, blocking down and back as we turn, pulling one arm out to the side, turning and looking at our palm. Come back and relax to holding a ball. Rotate the palms in the other direction. Block down with one palm, turn and look at the other palm, over to the other side. Turn back to center, holding a ball. And just keep going gently, smoothly, one side to the other. And try to do this now and do it seamlessly. Just when you get to one side, you're almost starting to turn and come back, holding the ball to the other side. One side to the other. Imagine that you're like flowing water. Breathing in and out. You come to center, you're breathing out as you stretch to the side, block down, you breathe in. Focus your attention on the movement. Try not to focus your gaze on any one thing. Just kind of take everything in that's in your room, in your environment. You see things, you acknowledge them, let them go. You come back holding a ball and open and close. Now we're going to do this rotation in opposite directions, which is a very common motif in Tai Chi. And now we're going to push up, like we're holding a tray. We're going to push straight down to the Danjian. We're going to stretch up, push up, holding up the heavens, push down, pushing down on the earth. And now relax, come back to holding a ball. Turn the palms facing the other way, push up and down. Inhale. Slowly relax back to the holding the ball position. And now just go from one to the other. Inhaling as you stretch and exhaling as you relax. Slow. Chin tucked in, sitting up straight. Do one more. And one more. Back to holding the ball. Let the ball expand. Inhale. Push the ball, close, and exhale. And now come back down and rest. Excellent. Come up holding a ball. Open, close. Let's play with this ball. Let's turn this energy ball over 180 degrees. One palm on the top, one palm on the bottom. This is symmetrical, mirror images. Let's turn it over to the other side. Try to maintain the same diameter. See if you can turn this ball over without changing its shape. And now we're going to pull to the side of the lower hand. Breathing in. Come back, rotate the ball to the sides, holding it. Rotate it the other way, 180 degrees, and turn to the other side. Stretch. Stretch to the other side. And you'll notice that in the first exercise, it was really a neck exercise, turning and looking. This one here, we're exercising the spine. Inhale and turn. Inhale and turn. After all, people did Qigong for health purposes, not for martial purposes. So here we are exercising the spine, and we're also pushing blood, pumping blood into our kidneys. And as we relax, the blood flows out of the kidneys. So we're exercising the internal organs as well. Turn. See, go to your comfort level. Don't go too far if you're feeling any pain or discomfort. Keep turning from one side to the other. Now, if any of you are interested in this, I have a demo that I did demonstrating this exact set of exercise done in the sitting and the standing position. And I'd be more than happy to send you a video of this if you want, so you can practice this on your own. This is a very nice Tai Chi. Let's open and close. I'm sorry, Qigong. We're going to open and close. And now we're going to do something that's a little bit more complex. Some people get it, some people don't. What we're going to do is we're going to push out and over in front of us with one hand, the fingers pointing forward, as we turn the backhand back like so. So we're going to be pulling one hand back, rotating 180 degrees, jutting the elbow back, starting out holding the bowl, and just simply pushing out front with the other hand to the side. So you imagine what you're doing is you're pushing against a surface, a wall, okay? And this wall is sagittal with respect to the way we're sitting because it's back and forth. Imagine the walls on the left side, the wall on the right side. So in Tai Chi, we operate in three planes, just like in life, we operate in three planes: the sagittal plane, the horizontal plane, and the frontal plane. So it's sometimes helpful to think about moving in different planes. So here we're moving in the sagittal plane, in and out, twisting and pulling to one side. Now remember to keep the fingers pointed forward, keep the elbow joint jutted back, and pull across and push out, and turn and pull across and push out. But sometimes it's helpful to think of this in terms of slapping something in front of you, reaching around and slapping it, and reaching back, the other hand turning, reaching back, and slapping something in back of you. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, keep from the center, breathing in. And this has, all these have applications. If you do this standing up and retreating, what you're doing is you're retreating as you're pushing an opponent aside. In fact, two opponents coming at you from the front. It's a beautiful movement. I love this movement. Keep the fingers forward. Imagine you're pushing someone away to the side. Okay, good. Come back to holding a ball. And open and close. Bring them in and out and come down and relax. Excellent. Okay, good. The next one, I'm going to move back a little bit. So hopefully you can see me. So now we've done a lot of work around the midsection, which is a good thing because in Tai Chi, we're going to be using the core muscles to direct the movements. So in Tai Chi, everything is from the ground up. The force applied through the hands begins at the earth level, connecting to the ground. It comes up through the legs, transfers to the dantian, or the waist. And the waist is like an axle. And as the waist turns, the arms and the hands turns. And so it's really The arms and the hands are doing very little work. It's the waist that's doing all the work. And excuse me, and that makes sense because we have most of our powers in this section here. It's called the core, all right? And so this turning and twisting motion using our core, it's what generates all the force in Tai Chi. And it's what generates the force in hitting a golf ball or swinging a baseball bat, for that matter, or in any other sport. It's all in here. And that's why these exercises are really good, because they will exercise your spine, especially if you have some spinal difficulties. I do suggest that you check with your doctor, but these are really pretty easy on the spine, and in general can be very therapeutic. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make two fists. We're going to turn the fists over so the heart of the fist, the fingers pointing up, are up. We're going to draw the elbows back and put our fists on our side. This is called the Shaolin boxing starting position. So we're going to get into this position. What we're going to do is going to punch straight out. And as we punch out, we're going to twist and turn the heart so that it starts up and it ends down. This twisting rotational motion is called a spiral force. And a spiral force has a lot of energy. It has more energy than a linear force. So if you punch out straight like this versus twisting and punching out like this second way is going to generate a lot more energy. It's what boxers do when they jab. It's that twist that generates a lot of more energy, like a whip, which the end of a whip generates a lot of energy. And so as we punch out, we're going to slowly kick out with the other leg. Now you can kick out or you can step out. Either way, all right? You may not be able to see me doing it with my feet because I'm constricted with respect to where I'm sitting. But here I'm going to punch out and kick out with the other leg. This is called contralateral. Kick and punch. Alternate hands and legs. Kick and punch. Kick and punch. Nice and slow. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Kick and punch. You want to punch right through your shoulder line. That's where the most energy is going to come from. And reach out and stretch. Stretch your leg as you kick out or step out. You can kick out high like this. That's great. If you can just step out, that's great. One and two. Try to control the movements so that the foot and the hand reach their destination in or out at the same time. All right. Come down. Let's take a nice big swoop up. I call this a closing breath. You can do this between exercises. Breathing in and breathing. It's a nice way to kind of relax and reconnect or re-energize, preparing for the next form, which is going to be the feet. So you won't be able to see this, but it's pretty easy. What you're going to do is sit with both feet on the ground. We're not going to neglect our feet here. So, you know, that last thing we did was exercise the legs, obviously. And so what we're going to do is sit and put your feet down and lift one heel and now rock your heel back and forth using your toe as a fulcrum. This is an excellent exercise for the ankle. The nice thing about some of these exercises is you can do them when you're waiting in line for something. If I'm waiting for something, I hardly ever stand still. I'm going to use that opportunity to get a little exercise. And, you know, you can stand on one leg or lean against a wall or whatever and just do this. It's good for your ankle. And you can't do it too much. Nice, gentle exercise, back and forth. And now put your foot down and rock from side to side. So all I'm doing is just turning my whole foot to one side or the other with my foot down on the ground. And now the other foot, heel up. Foot down, rock. Tina, are you there?
I am here.
How much time do I have left?
You've got 10 minutes.
All right, well, um, we have 10 minutes, and I just want to show you another good one. You do these rotations. Now, this is great sitting down. So you just rotate your foot around in a circle, 360 degrees in both directions. Most of us neglect our ankles. And ankle injuries, by the way, some of you may know, are really difficult takes a long time to overcome. Okay, well, this is a Tai Chi demonstration or intensive, and I've got 10 minutes to do Tai Chi, which is plenty of time. All right, just do this along with me. All right, we're gonna, and I'm going to add a little more verbal direction to this because there may be some people out there who are visually impaired. So I may talk more than I usually do. So what we're going to do is hands at our sides, relax, sit up straight, tuck the chin in, raise the crown. Relax the shoulders, roll the shoulders forward, feet on the ground. Raise the hands up like in that beginning exercise, commencement. Breathe in. When your hands are outstretched, turn the hands facing each other like you're holding a ball, just like in the exercise. Bring the ball in, and as you bring the ball in, you're going to bring hands down to your belly. And now you're going to push out with the fingers splayed partially out. Bring the hands in and open and close. That's commencement, open and close. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the applications. Raising the hands up, somebody's coming in at you to grab you by the shoulders or the neck. You just simply push your hands up and deflect that force up. Next, you bring your hands in down to your waist and you push that person away. Bringing your hands in, you open and close. This open and close motif can be used to smack something on both sides. It can also be used to reach out and hit some and smack somebody on the ears. Okay, so here we have an application for each one of these movements. So the commencement, up, in, and down. Bringing the hands down where you get the power from the waist, right? Pushing out, bringing the hands up and in and open and close. This is sun style, all right? The next move is called single whip, turning the palms facing out slightly. We push out gently and expand past the shoulder. Here, what we're doing is grabbing, stepping aside, grabbing a wrist, and then pushing that person aside. So it has this kind of an application. We're striking in two different directions. And so after we open and close, we push out and we open. All right. The next move is called cloud hands. Cloud hands is a quintessential move in Tai Chi. We bring one hand down in an arc, across the lap to a place underneath the left elbow, vertically aligned with the upper hand. Bottom hand down near the waist, upper hand up near the head. And now we shift up and down and pull both hands together to the right. So if they're tied together vertically, we shift up and down, we pull across, and now imagine that your hands aren't moving. Try to do this with your waist. Just turn at the waist. Let the hands follow. And now let's round this out. Switch and turn. Get to the other side. Let's make those, instead of describing a square, let's make it more like a oblong circle, an ellipse. Pull to the one side, shift up and down, pull to the other side. Here I'm lifting up a kick with one hand down below, the upper hand deflecting a punch. That's the application. Breathe naturally. Okay, now let's stop and move on to the next one. We never really stop. One movement melds into the other. Let's turn the lower hand up at one side and bring it up across the chest as we turn forward, the hands facing each other, holding that ball again, and open and close. With the cloud hands and open and close. The next is called brush knee. Now for this move, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate both hands to the sides. It's like folding over both hands, both arms, the same rate to the side. To a point where your left hand touches or almost touches your right elbow. At the same time, we're going to turn to the side. And our other hand, the right hand, is up with the palm facing our ear. So we open and close. We take the palms to the right, the arms to the right, turn to the right. What we're doing here is winding up, getting ready to block and deliver a blow. So we are in a coiled position. And as we uncoil, we're going to deliver a force. We're going to straighten the lower hand, forming a bar. We're going to sweep across as we turn at the waist again and push forward with the right hand. The left hand coming down at the waist, palm down. The next move is called play the lute. It's also called play the pipa. The pipa is the lute in Chinese. Make two. What we're going to do is imagine that you're grabbing the top of a steering wheel and the bottom of the steering wheel with the lower hand. And we're just going to rotate that around, both hands around you. At one point, you're holding a ball and keep going 180 degrees until one palm is on top, about eye level, and the other palm is at the bottom. So you're going to have the lower palm facing left, the upper palm facing right. The upper palm's thumb is facing your nose, and the lower palm thumb is facing up. Arms at 90 degrees. This is called playing the lute. There are lots of applications for this that I won't go into. The next move is called deflect. We're going to do it twice. We're going to turn the lower palm up, the upper palm down, and we're going to push out, sliding the hands, the palms past each other, extending the lower palm up and out with the palm up and the lower palm down. This is a strike to the throat. We're going to do one more deflection, turning the palms over again, lower palm up, push and pull, sweeping the palms past each other, turning at the waist again, reaching out to strike. Now we're going to make two fists. Don't change the positions of your hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold the front fist over. It's called a parry, P-A-R-R-Y. We parry over across the chest. We punch up, straight out, with the eye of the fist up, the whole of the fist up like the donut, right over the wrist. So we're reaching across, grabbing a wrist. It's coming at us, reaching up and punching up. This can also be done punching under. The next move is called calling block. Open both hands, cross the wrists like butterflies, two butterflies. And now bring the hands in with the elbows coming, pushing down and back and in, forming a triangle that you can look through, the thumbs and forefingers facing each other, and the top fingers, forefingers kind of canted in. So here what you're doing is protecting yourself from a blow coming in. And now you're going to get ready to go on the defensive, bringing the hands down slightly. That's calling block. The next move is called push. Calling block, push. Imagine you're pushing against the gentle resistance, pushing straight out. Turn the palms facing each other like you're holding a ball. Bring the palms into the chest. Open and close. Breathing in and out. And now just simply and slowly extend your arms straight out. This is the opposite of the commencement. This is called the closing form. And turn the palms down. Come down either to your knees if you're sitting, or to your sides if you're standing. And I think I may have run out of time. I'm going to check the time. It's 12:58.
2 minutes. Thank you, Ralph.
With that, I will say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I encourage you to practice and take Tai Chi if you already don't practice Tai Chi. And if you want those videos and a video of me doing this and doing the form, the sitting position, let Tina know, and I'll be glad to send it to you. All right, so let's end using, there's a greeting and ending that's popular in Tai Chi. And what it is signifies two things. It signifies strength and respect, the two most important things, two important things in life. We bring our hands up, bring the fist into the palm, the elbows extended out, strength and respect, and it's been fun. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.
Thank you so much, Ralph. Thank you.